Hello, everyone. That was a long pause. I lost my train of thought. Good start to the week. Already can't keep the thoughts in my head straight. Anyway, it is, of course, Monday, which means back to another week of great quality streaming, or at least in my mind, great quality streaming. I'm not so sure everyone else thinks the same, but hey, always think highly of yourself. That's the key to success. Madden Ultimate Team, as you saw on, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw I posted the stream schedule for this week. Today and tomorrow will be Madden Ultimate Team, then Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday for sure will be So Many Me. I'll start a playthrough of that, and then Thursday will be So Many Me, or it will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, depending on whether or not my rewards credits from Xbox Live are deposited at the time. I'm missing games somewhere. I must be. Strange. Missing 6 games somewhere. Let's see here. That's very odd. Guess I wasn't really paying that much attention. Aha! I haven't 49ers yet either. Well, we're gonna continue the second half of the Seahawks anyway. Get through this. Because tomorrow, I would like to start playing through the dual style challenges. I've already done the Mandy Zone D one, as evident if you've seen my lineup before. I have the Bruce Arians card. I still have to get through the other one, so I think I'll start doing that tomorrow. I'll probably do the 49ers thing off stream just to get through that. I completely forgot I hadn't finished the 49ers yet. Oops.
And Dwayne Harris will be back deep for the opening kick. And Sebastian Janikowski looks set now.
So yeah, but that's the string plan for this week. Obviously today is Ultimate Team, tomorrow Ultimate Team, Wednesday So Many Me, and Thursday will be So Many, or it will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Depending on the rewards credits.
Romo will now bring his offense onto the field. Coming onto the field, he came into the league undrafted out of Illinois and has turned into one of the biggest stars in the game. Quarterback Tony Romo.
Well, America's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, led by a quarterback named Tony Romo. And a lot of people say negative things.
Alright, already off to a little bit of a rough start there.
On their football team, and they win games because he is that good of a quarterback.
Well, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Had a pretty good weekend, if you extend it all the way back to Thursday.
DeMarco Murray gets the handoff, and he's tackled down after picking first.
I mean, weekends I work, so kind of weekend again. But of course Thursday is, if you watch Thursday's stream, you know I went to see Ant-Man. Highly enjoyed it. Great movie.
Is in the backfield. First down and 10. Murray running to the right.
Oh wow, what am I doing? I've forgotten how to play Madden in 4 days.
Cowboys offense is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 42. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
But yeah, I loved every minute of Ant-Man.
As we set offensive lineup.
If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of all the Marvel movies, definitely recommend getting out to see it, or if you're going to wait, as soon as it comes out on DVD or digital renting, choose to go these days, I would check it out.
Defensive unit. He's played corner. He's played safety. A rounder out of Rutgers. Devin McCourty.
Yeah, moving McCourty to safety was really a tremendous move because he's like a quarterback. So he gets back there at the safety position and he can see everything and make plays from that position.
There's also two
the other side of the field.
credit scenes too, just to warn you if you're curious about that and hadn't checked. It's a mid-credit and a post-credit.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, finally able to bring him to a stop there.
He won the Heisman Trophy in 2011 out of Baylor. Robert
Shake a little bit of the rust off here.
Let's get the injury
Well,
report
hopefully I
from
can
Danielle Bellini.
keep a long drive going and Jared Allen will be fine. Get plenty of resting time.
Seems to be relatively minor, or at least it's minor enough that he'll be back on the field shortly.
Takes it out of the eye.
Well, may not be a long drive. That kind of blew up in my face.
The Chargers lined up, bunch formation. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
This quarterback is one of the best game managers in the league. He never forces the issue. That time, nobody open deep down the field. He gets the short completion, and now he has a third and manageable situation to deal with.
There we go.
The Chargers are great at managing a football game. They know the situation here. It's a short
Try a little
yardage situation.
screenplay here.
So don't try to
No,
do
I'm not going to
anything
get this
fancy.
off for the 2-minute warning. Never mind. Try a screenplay.
We've hit the warning here in the first half. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun. It's Bennett. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
Squish.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Nickel formation for the defense here. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The Chargers get a
Fight
first
off the
down.
tackles.
When you
Lateral.
play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer.
Oh, this
and you
isn't the
hope
right
pass
forward
rush can
verticals
get
play.
there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
But it still works.
Wide open for the grab. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Try a little play action.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Keeps it on the play fake. Getting away from the pressure. The Chargers now move the chains.
Works.
First down here. It's Bennett. And he's brought to the ground. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
I was hoping I could drag him just another yard.
Following the long play. Out of the shotgun.
Nope, can't catch me.
For the touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on first and goal for the touchdown.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick.
Wasted a good amount of time.
That's a touchback. The ball will be spotted at the 20. The Cowboys get ready to start their drive. Offense lines up here. From the gun, Romo. They're going to get him here for a second.
Almost jumped that one a little bit too soon.
3 timeouts right here. And now they'll try over again on second down.
Try again.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Under fire all day.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets...
Speaking of Marvel movies, how about that huge flop of Fantastic Four?
That does it for the first half. Cowboys trail in this one.
I definitely am not going to waste my time now to go see it. Wasn't planning on seeing it in theaters in the first place. Every time they released a new trailer in that, less and less I wanted to go to see it. All the horror stories I've heard about, the chaos on the sets, the numerous amount of reshoots, kind of had me worried about the movie anyway in the first place. Looks like my worries were well backed.
The Chargers come to the line to start this drive at the 24. Quarters formation here for the defense.
I had to laugh at one critic's review I read of the movie, saying that it's not downright terrible, because I guess there are some redeeming qualities. I guess a couple of the actors, the cast did a pretty good job for what they were given, but I don't remember who it was. I just was reading it on Rotten Tomatoes, saying that it was so terribly disappointing, you wish it was terribly bad. Oh, nice diving catch.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting
So now with all these, the reviews out here and kind of the judgment on it, I don't even know if I'm going to see it at all. Even if when it came out on DVD or made available on a streaming service.
Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
I guess, as they say, there's always room for a reboot. I think Fox apparently seems to be the ones that are behind this movie being terrible, because saw a tweet from Trank, the director, who said he quickly deleted it, but someone, of course, the internet quickly screen capped it, saying something about he wrote a script that no one would ever see that was actually way better than what was released.
After running it, it's second down.
It doesn't surprise me, Fox ruining something. They seem to be pretty good at that. Canceling TV shows way before they should be canceled.
Gets a sack. That's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback.
Entertainment for an entertainment-based company, it's not does not seem to be a strong suit of theirs.
Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun.
And I think they need to do what Sony has ended up doing with bringing Marvel in to collaborate for the reboot of the Spider-Man movies. So that's a movie that's been rebooted 3 times here in the last 10 years. But I think Fox needs to do the same thing, because clearly Marvel knows what they're doing.
Stop the play right there. Really good field position here to start this drive. The final quarter underway now with this snap. He's brought down. Now as we look at the numbers, here's a team winning, even though they have not.
Wow, 4 attempts, 6 yards. Yeah, so Marvel clearly knows what they're doing when it comes to movies, especially when they take kind of, I guess you could say, a less popular superhero like Ant-Man. I know he still has his following in that, but probably not as strong as, like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America.
This will probably
You know,
be the last
the list
play.
goes on there.
Warning here
But
in the
when you
final
take a
quarter.
character like him and make a fantastic movie out of it,
Another first down on
you know what you're
third
doing.
down. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. They're back at the line after that
And just in
catch.
general, even
First
with
down.
all the other movies,
Offense lines up here.
every single one of them has been good. Some have not been good as the previous ones, but I prefer the original Avengers to the second one, but Avengers Age of Ultron was not a terrible movie.
In the shotgun formation. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the first. Defense now signaling for a timeout.
So if I were Sony, I know they still own all the rights
It's
and
a dime look for
the final
defense
say
on
on
this
what
play.
gets distributed and all the funding. If I were them, I would just piggyback. Let Marvel come in, do their thing, work the movie, and just go along for the ride and piggyback for the money.
Down on the field, and the training staff comes
And
out,
like I
and
said,
we'll
I think
step
that's what
aside
Fox
for
needs
just
to
a
do,
moment.
is either bring Marvel in to write a new Fantastic Four movie, or just give them the rights.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end
Because this is now the third
That's what you
failed
gotta do
attempt
sometimes. It's
at
hard
making a
always to think
Fantastic
that
Four
you're gonna
movie
come out and
by
just make big
Fox.
plays. You gotta do the dirt.
And he's in.
Jim, with that touchdown this late in the game, that ices it. And if you could sing, you could, I'd let you say it's turn out the light, but we know you can't sing. So the game
But
is over.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see how smart Fox actually is.
Getting set for the kickoff. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Oh, Fantastic Four is great. Love the the comics, the cartoon shows, and that. There's a formula there that works, but so far, Fox has failed 3 times to get it right. Where it seems like it should be pretty simple. But of course, like I said, you just have to have the right people in place, the right writers, right director.
And he's taken down once more for the sack. It's third down.
The right way to approach the film.
A minute to go here. The Cowboys snap it at the 26. Tony Romo connects with Des Bryant.
Maybe a little bit better method than taking the names from the comic book and the characters and then throwing the rest of it in the garbage
We'll turn it over on downs.
and trying to write an origin story from scrap. It's probably not a smart move.
The defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
Like I said, there's a formula that works. You just gotta apply it.
Coming up, second down.
Forgot to hit chew clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
How much sweeter is practice going to be this week after the win on that sideline?
Once you win, practice is easier because your confidence is high. You feel good about what you've done from
Alright. 1 down. 3 to go. Reveal MUT ratings today.
Rams, Chargers, coming up on EA Sports. We welcome you to Orlando, Florida for today's game. Back deep to return in his second season out of Middle Tennessee State is Benny Cunningham. And Sebastian Janikowski looks ready to get this one underway.
Doom. Doom.
Cunningham won't test the coverage here as he takes a knee. At quarterback, the Rams is Sam Bradford, the former overall #1 pick of the NFL draft.
Well, now's the time for Sam Bradford. You
Ooh,
look at the St. Louis
definitely
Rams
going
football
pass
team,
here.
they are ready.
Let's-
Done. If he finds a way to stay on the field, look out for the St. Louis Rams.
Second down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. They'll go shot here. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. As we set now, the defense. Remember, he was the defensive player of the year in 2000, and he is Luke Kuechly.
Every defense would
Come on, come on. Oh.
Just where they can the plays, get to the guy, the tackles, just a hard and a great lead. The defense has got to be excited anytime on third down they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is happy and emotional defense right now.
I guess it would, you know, talking about the formula that works. You know, like Newton's law of physics. There are formulas there that are already in place and work. Trying to rewrite the law of physics.
Offense lines up. Will run it. Here's the brought to a halt.
Not necessarily going to turn out all that great.
The offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. 2 tight ends on the field. Griffin from the gun.
Uh-oh.
Completion to Fitzgerald.
This is a little close.
Look at this defensive lineup. He's been flying around the field since coming out of Ohio State 2009. James Laurinaitis.
Right, he can fly around the field.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, Peterson. Somebody was scrapped there.
He can. He's tough. He's smart. One of the best middle linebackers.
Speaking
in
of
the NFL.
fights, broke out in the Skins and Texans joint practice. Got an ESPN alert about that one later saying that J.J. Watt kind of enjoyed.
Second down.
Another little rumble.
Makes the reception.
Get your for the season.
Defense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. First down coming up. this snap. And made by Larry
Of course,
Fitzgerald.
had the first preseason game last night.
Quarterback C, cover four deep
Actually watch it. I was
against the deep passes.
still kind of
They're going to look for underneath.
a little sleepy,
That time, a good
recovering
throw by the
from
quarterback to the receiver going across the
recovering from having to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning Saturday for work. So
After the incomplete pass,
I ended up just kind of relaxing the end of the night, and it's a 3-yard game.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
the Rams are ready to return the kick. Austin won't test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. First down here.
I just can't believe how fast time has flown that we're already talking
Offense line
preseason football here.
Three-step drop.
But that's always a good thing for me, because once we start talking preseason football, preseason hockey isn't too far away.
The offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush. Then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
Second and 14.
Of course, as you can see by the shirt, as a Blackhawks fan, just trying to patiently wait for more news on this whole Patrick Kane situation.
Brings it in. And Kuechly in on the tackle. The offense needs 10 yards here on third down after that last completion.
But I do have to give a lot of credit to the police department for staying tight-lipped, especially with a big superstar like Patrick Kane in this kind of situation. I give them a lot of credit for what they're doing.
Awaits the snap.
And doing a good job at it, too. You have a big superstar like this in a situation like him being accused of sexual assault. Seems like a lot of times details leak out.
First down on the way.
But outside of just some details of the accusation,
And he's tackled.
the police department has done just a great job on keeping a tight lid on everything.
Offense lines
Sure,
up.
it drives news outlets, and of course all fans nuts too, because we want to know what's going on and want to know what's going to happen to top star.
Very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down.
But
That's
it also,
RG3
I
has
guess,
it under
the
center. First
whoa,
down
hello,
complete. Looking
got a little
underneath
trigger
that
happy
side.
there. But
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no
it
doubt
keeps
about
the
it.
situation
They did it
becoming
time, and it
too
results
compromised.
in another incompletion.
Guess is the
Bring
best
in
way to
the
put
extra
it.
tight end. Griffin in the shotgun formation. Caught as the first. Tackle is made and the first down is picked up. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say
It's one of those things where, you know, the wrong details leak and that, and suddenly the whole investigation is
once he
compromised.
catches the football, look out. Well, that's just a good old physical.
And
run by
then the
offense
truth
there,
may never be,
and it's
the
good
real
for a
truth
few
may never
yards. It
be
gets him
known.
Another first down.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. It's Bennett. Long in on the tackle.
So while it's frustrating and wanting to know, I also give major props to
Two-minute offense.
the
Line
Hamburg
defense
Police
on the
Department.
field. Play fake. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Keep being aggressive on the offensive side. That's what they did that time. That's why they scored. They kept going after it.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
But regardless of the outcome, think sadly I've lost a little bit of respect for Patrick King.
First down, offense.
I thought maybe by now, I mean, it's well known that he's always kind of had a frat boy party lifestyle. But I thought maybe now here, several career, and I guess thought maybe he'd grown up a little bit, but apparently still a heavy partier.
First half, Rams trailing this one.
Cam Newton and Josh Norman getting into a camp. Like teammates fighting.
Let's take a look back now at the first half. The Chargers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Rams didn't play their best. They'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half.
So yeah, that's the thing. I thought, like I said, maybe at this point in his life he had kind of started to grow up and ditch the super heavy frat boy party lifestyle. But since he's in a situation like this, and from what the accusations details have been released, it doesn't sound like he's much given up that lifestyle, which is very sad. Because if he had, I'm not saying he wouldn't be in this situation, but there's a less likely chance he would have been, or would have done anything wrong. Said no charges and just accusations at this point, so it's hard to make a for sure determination and strong opinion when not knowing all the details.
Second down coming up. Wide receivers are bunched up. Griffin from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Gets about 9 on the play.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
First down at the 33. With 2 hands, he has it. Brought down at the 26. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Offense lines up here. The Chargers snap it up at the 26. Tackles made, and that'll move the chains.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First down here after the run. Scrambling now. Fitzgerald is there with his short.
Always can rely on Larry Fitzgerald.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
First and goal from the 6. The give in on the stop.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense.
Hi, the stream is suddenly taking a darker turn in topics discussion. Need to lighten the mood up a bit.
That'll be a gain of about 2. It's third down now, right around 3 minutes.
But what to talk
remaining
about?
in the fourth. That defensive front looks
I can
impenetrable.
boast about the Chicago Cubs. Awesome 4-game sweep of the Giants. Went in trailing half a game in the wild card. Now have a 3.5-game lead.
Now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick.
I have to say they've been a very pleasant surprise this year for a diehard Cubs fan like myself.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out.
I mean, I did not expect them to be where they are this year. You know, contending for a playoff spot. I expected them to kind of take the next step where they might be close to, but weren't quite there. But just the rookies this year, you know, Chris Bryant, of course, you know, non-rookies like Anthony Rizzo and that. But, you know, Addison Russell in there, Kyle Schwarber, who's just recently come up. I mean, these guys half the time are playing like seasoned veterans.
From the shotgun.
And you can tell this team is way ahead of schedule, which of course I'm not going to argue with. No matter the outcome of the season, even if we ended up, you know, dropping out and not getting the wild card or losing in the one-game playoff, whatever, I'm extremely proud of what that team accomplished. Proud to call myself a Cubs fan for what the team has accomplished this year, and I don't think there's any way you can look back on the season and call it a failure.
With an empty backfield look here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And he's dropped for a loss.
I think no matter the outcome here in the final month and a half of the season, I think this season is no doubt a success.
And they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in the ball. Just 2 minutes left in this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. Hester from the 22.
I tell you, it was quite the exciting way, though, to get the sweep of the Giants. 2-0 lead in the ninth. Our closer comes in, loads the bases with no outs, and then proceeds to strike out the next three batters.
And they bring it down at the 38-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness,
I just loved on the final strikeout, Miguel Montero leapt up before the umpire really even made the strike three call because he knew it was a strike.
But not until he picks up the first.
As soon as he caught it, he's jumping up and celebrating. And then about a second later, then the ump's making the strike three call.
Every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet. That'll put them in
It's a good fight there.
territory.
The Chargers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
They're able to move the chains after the run. Well, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good.
I do feel good. That was a good victory. See, what is this one? Oh, a rookie pack, that's right. Let's see what we got here. Can we go 5 for 5? So far, so good. Haha, perfect 5 for 5. Love it. Into the All-Pro. The Panthers, and little scrum between Cam Newton and Josh Norman that I just got an alert about. Let's go take them on. See if there's anything good on Twitter. Ah, okay. Yeah, Josh Norman picked off a pass at Panthers practice and showboated, and Cam Newton was apparently not amused. That's what led to a little bit of a scuffle. And just tweet there by ESPN.
On EA Sports to Orlando, Florida for today's game.
It's kind of out the
Panthers are back deep, waiting.
video here. I'm going to go ahead and read anyone following me on Twitter. More Sports will be able to find it there. Like a phone conversation, doesn't actually no video of it. Boo! Well, you can go to the story anyway. Ah, all pro. Always miss the meter.
Take it from the one. Good piece. Coming on to the field, quarterback Cam. So dangerous in so many ways, including a year leading all quarterbacks rushing with nearly 6 yards on the ground. With arm to boot.
I think the thing that catches you by, Jim, when you meet Cam Newton for the first time, you go, my gosh, man, he's every bit of 6 foot. Can run.
Here we go.
Very powerful throw.
First down and 10. Williams, and this won't even back to the line.
Extra.
This offensive lineup often will feature the tight end in a bowl, and that means Greg Olsen.
And that means there's a guy I still wish the Bears had. Yeah, his run blocking wasn't all that great, but great pass catching tight end.
You got to be smart on the defensive side. Third and long. Be a little careful. Maybe give up a short.
Now here, several years later, we've got Martellus Bennett, who's turned himself, or has proven to be a good quality tight end.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Just from the reports I've been hearing from camp, Jay Cutler and Eddie Royal seem to have already formed a very strong connection.
Set up, return. Here he goes.
Despite Royal only playing one season with Cutler in Denver, chemistry seems to be quickly became very strong between those two. Saying almost every play to every pass and every play geared towards him have been nearly flawless.
Got the completion. That's a gain of 7.
The margin of error against man-to-man,
Which is exactly, as a Bears fan, the thing I like to hear.
Than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
Griffin, play action. Wide open for the catch.
My concern right now is the health of Kevin White.
Always love play action passing. Why? It usually gives them a little more.
But at least, despite not really practicing,
He takes it.
he's staying relatively. Saw a couple pictures from several reporters at the Bears camp that he was talking to Michael Irvin while he was there for the NFL Network. Nothing wrong with picking the brain of one of the greatest receivers in NFL history.
Take a look at the offense. One of the best deep threats in football is Vincent Jackson.
Oh, what would it be like to throw to a receiver like Vincent Jackson?
Pretty great since he just made that catch.
He's a big guy, he's not skinny, and he can push any defensive back around and make tough catches.
The Chargers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Hat, touchdown, San Diego.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there. They get to
Don't
catch the
blame those
football,
kids
they
at
get
all.
touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed
Well,
to hit them
sort
either.
of
What a job.
dances.
The Panthers are
Not
prepared to
too much,
return the
though.
kickoff.
Not like the dancing days of
Back as tackle right at the
T.O. and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, whatever you want to call him.
The Panthers come onto the field for their next series.
Randy Moss mooning the Green Bay Packers fans, or, well, I guess pretending to moon.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Well, they always say
Those are fun days. Now you get a fine if you do anything even close to that. Well, Randy Moss was, I believe, fined for the fake moon.
2nd and 10.
Oh,
That short throw.
Play doesn't even have time to develop.
that's a Christmas present.
He's throwing it before these receivers are even ready.
3rd down on the way. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. From the gun, Newton.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's gonna be picked.
Chargers take
Voting. Davis up.
You got to take a chance. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up.
Hey, getting the kicking meter down. Just takes a little time.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. They face 1st down. D'Angelo Williams. That tackle made by Jared Allen.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Panthers line up in the pistol.
Okay, keep an eye on him. I thought maybe there for a second they were just going to run the clock out. Or at least to the 2-minute warning.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation. Quick drop back.
Got him.
Bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
I got it.
Hester from the 25. Gains 16. They come to the line, and it's
Let's see how our
first
screenplay goes here.
down. Setting up screen.
Ooh, this looks like it could be good. Nope, nope, nope. Oh,
That's a gain of 8.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the
that was a roller coaster of emotions. Whoa, whoa.
2nd down and 2. Gets the handle here. He stacked up at that point.
The NFL
Come on,
is about
get off me.
situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the 1st down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Probably call timeout after this.
Trying to work that
Ooh, what? Hello.
to get out to the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback.
I give a 10 on style, but only a 5 on the landing.
They still do not get the 1st down, though.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. The Chargers have it at the 30.
Oh, boy.
Now on the move.
Oh, no. Oh, why did you do that?
At the 34-yard
Oh, Grunt killing me.
Decided to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. Wilson.
Oh,
set,
Gronk,
empty
you killed me.
backfield. The Chargers have it at the 34. RG3.
Oh, come on, Jackson.
Down the field. Touchdown, San Diego Chargers.
When you got a lead down the field and you add on that lead with a touchdown. It's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Chargers getting set for the point after.
Oh, ESPN's busy telling me that Illinois' football team is ranked 10th in the power rankings for the Big Ten. It's not last. It's like 10th of 14 teams. Guess it's not last. Northwestern's 11. Of course, Ohio State's on the top. There's no surprise there. Let's see. According to Brian Bennett, Big Ten Conference for football this year, the power rankings are Ohio State, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Nebraska, Penn State, Michigan, Rutgers, Iowa, Illinois, Northwestern, Maryland, Indiana, and then Purdue. Poor Purdue.
The Panthers are getting set for their next possession. First and 10. They'll go ground. Good for only a yard.
Let's see here. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Just call any play.
So it's second down and 9.
It's going to be the end of the first half.
For the first half. Panthers trail in this one. The Chargers ready to return the kick. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Chargers will begin their drive from the 26 now. First down at the 26. Throws to the right.
Oh, he got caught up.
Throws this one incomplete.
And now here we see some great 10-yard returns.
Second down here. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Griffin in the shotgun formation.
Oh, he got hung up.
Incomplete that time.
Oh, I have not had any luck here.
Third down.
As I throw at someone, they get caught up.
Backfield here. Griffin from the gun.
All right, third time's the charm, maybe. Nope, I'm gonna get sacked.
So just 3
Wow.
plays and out for the offense.
That was a bad luck drive from the beginning.
They get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
This punt will be returned, and he's brought to the ground.
Of course, Jim, you and I would have called a fair catch there because you know why? We're cowards. Who'd want to take this kind of punishment when the defender's all around you?
Coward!
Hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Has his target, and that picks up 3.
1 for 5. That was the first pass he completed.
It's now second down.
Good old McNeil.
It's Williams in the backfield. To the ground.
Fight, fight, fight. Get him, swarm.
The Panthers offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go.
Because they suddenly let 5 defenders get into their backfield.
The defense comes out in the nickel. He has the grab.
Oh, no. Oh, played too much of a deep zone.
Now to be a running back in the NFL, you got to do more than one thing, and you got to be part of the pass game. That was a wonderful job catching the short pass and picking up all those extra
Oh, they
yards.
got me on that
First
one.
down at the 47. D'Angelo.
Not gonna get me on that one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense at time on first down. Now the defense
Everybody
is in a
wants fighting.
That's second down coming up. They come out in the dime package. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. And he's thrown to the
Got him.
Well, if your offensive line's not good enough just to stop the pass rush, then you got to help them out. How do you do that? Well, you keep the tight end in, let him be an extra blocker.
All right.
And you tell your running
Let's
back
go sugar
to
cover
help
3
out keep
bluffs.
blocking some of these defensive linemen.
nickel formation.
See if I can
Here for the
confuse
defense.
him.
Newton in shotgun formation.
Confused myself because I didn't move, but in the end it worked. Ho!
Defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
For 3.
Back to punt. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching.
So now does this mean they're going to go for it? Nope, they're still going to punt. Smart move, guys. Smart move. Just let that bounce.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
Ooh. Air out my armpits.
Ready to take over the football.
Touchback.
Now first and 10. They'll run it here. He's tackled right at 4.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it.
Sends a message that I'm going to run the football.
So many other things for your offense.
And also sends the message that I forgot to turn on 2 clock again. So we just sit here and patiently wait.
The Chargers have it at the 24. Here's the handoff.
Hard sometimes as an offensive coordinator.
Okay, now remember to turn 2 clock on. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Oh boy.
Played it very predictable there. The defense was ready. Nowhere to go.
Nickel formation for the defense here. And now they're going to go with the draw play.
I just wanted to hike the ball.
Well, if you want to run the football outside, you better the outside linebacker. They did not do it on the offensive side.
Just for fun.
That outside linebacker,
We'll do a little
getting there,
fake
showing
punt.
the strength he has and stopping that run.
Kick it over here. Or maybe down here. Or maybe we won't kick it at all.
Pick up the first. He makes the catch. Brought down.
Hey,
at the
first
32.
down. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit the game. I've had my fun. Ugh. Okay. Go. Not the group. Use it group. Just seeing what the first one is. Short pass, long pass. Okay. All Madden mode. That should be fun. Put my lack of skills to the test. Done all Madden streams before on here. Some of them have gone well. Some of them not so much.
Raiders, Chargers, EA Sports.
I guess I have a good percentage, though.
Orlando, Florida, for today's
Seems all
game.
Madden games either go terribly wrong and I get my butt kicked. I win ugly, like 3-0,
Jones in his fourth year out of
or it
Eastern
goes
Washington.
extremely well and I destroy the other team.
And Sebastian Janikowski
2 out of those
looks set
scenarios
to
are
kick it
winning.
away.
Hey, the Banana, thanks for the follow.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. Coming on
Apologize
to the
if I
field, 6'5"
didn't pronounce that right. Well, Banana, I'm
Shaw,
hoping
who came into the
I
league
pronounced
with
right,
the
just
Atlanta Falcons
how you say the first
for
part.
7 years
Dax,
as the quarterback
Dakes.
of the Houston Texans.
Matt Schaub's not with the Houston Texans.
Anyway, thanks for the follow.
He's a solid quarterback, and I know the Oakland Raiders are very happy to have him.
It's on a wager. Thanks for the offer,
For
though.
the offense today, the former Green Bay Packer now from San Jose State is James Jones.
I don't really have much
Well, we
to
know
wager
James
at this point.
Jones knows how to he caught a lot of them up there in Green Bay. He's fast, he's big, he should be very productive.
Second down and 13. Here's the
And
handoff.
plus, due to internet, stream and play online at the same time. Or play multiplayer, I should
The
say.
defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the defense will have a chance to do their thing. 3rd and 10. And
So, unfortunately, I will have to
they
pass.
force the quick 3 and out.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the down, and that's, of course, that's bad. The good thing is, he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Looking for a lane on the return. Gains 12.
Looking for the lane, there wasn't much lane there.
11 out of favor. Robert Griffin III.
Well, Robert Griffin III, it was a tough year last year trying to overcome the injury. Anytime you're not 100%, it's hard to think clear on the field, and it will affect your play.
He's looking to the right.
There's a wide open C.J. Anderson.
Stiff arm. They bring him to the turf.
Well, they call this route a
Yeah,
lot of things.
thanks. Him wide
A
open.
route, a fly route, and all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
From the gun. Completion. Touchdown.
Interesting way to travel to the end zone.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
The charge for the point after.
Kind of levitated there.
The point is in the books. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. It's Jones taking a knee, and this will come out to the 20.
Let's see here. Ooh, sugar blitz. I haven't called that in a while. Called the bluff zone blitz, or the bluff zone play for the sugar blitz.
Here's the handoff. Nice tackle.
A short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen.
Speaking of the bluff play, there it is right there.
You just got to keep running.
I think I'm going to call it.
The Raiders from the 22. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. That'll stop the play right there.
Oh, just wasn't fast enough. Disappointed!
The recovery, but still, it's third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And the second quarter is underway with snap. That was McCourty on the coverage that time.
Well, you're damn you are in the
By the way,
first
if you
half of the
know
game.
that
If it was
disappointed
fourth and
reference,
short, I can see
major
Mahomes
props to
trying
you.
switch things around if he might go for it. But we have fourth and long. Punt that football down there. Don't make a decision to put your team in a hole that they can't get out of.
We'll see what he can do here. Brought down by Burnett.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
The Chargers are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. RG3 has it under center. First down and 10. Catches Fitzgerald.
Great to stop the deep passes. Nobody. That's why the
Bot didn't wait.
really good success throwing these slant patterns.
That's better.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Handoff by Griffin. Taken down at the 21.
Kind of refreshing, isn't it, to see a team that has faith, the toughness, and the patience to just keep running the football, grinding out these first downs, resting their defense, tiring out the opponent's defense.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here. Handoff out of the I formation. Gains about 3.
I tried.
Now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Griffin in the shotgun formation. It's Bennett. Picks up 7.
You must be very creative.
Tried so
individual
hard.
when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do
Got
whatever
so
it
far.
takes to give your players an advantage. That time they
In the
get
end,
play call, they throw the pass.
doesn't really matter.
Good solid pickup.
Gets it out for the completion. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Jim, when you get down the red zone, you have to be very careful as a quarterback not to turn the football over. Good decision that time by the quarterback. Gets the completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
Offense lines up here from the shotgun. Takes off with it. And he hauls it in. He's brought down.
Maybe enough for a first down. Nope, 3rd and inches.
Harder in the NFL to score when you're this close to the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
Out to the left. San Diego.
How about the spin around, throw, touchdown? Is that creative enough for you?
To score a touchdown. Now we're going to find out if the other team can stay patient or will they panic.
The Raiders ready to
I
return
think
the
it works.
kickoff. No return here. This will be coming out to the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Snap it out of the gun.
Ah, it was
Yellow marker
offsides.
down on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Oh, that wasn't even me.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. First down coming up.
Guess the computer must have jumped.
Shot from the
I
gun.
thought I had accidentally scooted a little too far forward. And he's going to complete the pass.
They'll mark him at the 46. The Raiders signal for the timeout. And that's the first one
Wow.
Following that timeout,
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Yikes.
First and 10. Looking to the right side and throwing. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Raiders line up in the pistol offense. Second down and 10. And he's taken
Hey!
It's called. We're going to step aside. He's back in just a moment. So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up. Schaub will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Here's the handoff to Darren McFadden, and he'll try it left.
Chase him down.
He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third long, not
Let him
easy to
run
pick
out
up
the half
first
here.
downs in these type of situations.
The first half is over, and we'll be back with our first half analysis in just a moment. The Chargers ready to return the kick.
Whoops. Well, that was one way to pick up.
And he brings it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. First down here. RG3 has it under center. Looking across the middle, completion to Fitzgerald.
Wide receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them.
Crunch
because they're
time.
watching the quarterback's eyes.
Out of the gun. Has his man. He's brought to a halt.
Has his man, and it's a first
What a
down.
nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Tackle just 3 yards short of the first. Second down now. Wide receivers are bunched up from the gun. Gets it out for the completion. Gains 20.
Not bad, not
Oh,
bad.
that's a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
First down at the 23. Keeps it here. And he takes off. Picks up the first down.
And he takes off, and he finds his man.
He's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First down on the way. The defense comes out in the nickel. Still got it after the play action. And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald.
Wow, was I
Nothing too
playing it
exciting
dangerous
here,
there.
Just plowing ahead, getting closer to that goal line.
Well, they're trying to find out if this defense has the courage and toughness to stand up to them. So far, they haven't. This defense, they better pick it up if they think they're going to stop this offense.
Oh,
The offense heads to the line for the 7th
I don't know
play
how
of
I
the
didn't
drive.
cross the goal line there.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Over the line.
That time there was no doubt about it.
I would bet first and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do they do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Raiders are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 21-0. He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come
Oh,
out to the
come
20.
on. Test the coverage. Come on. You can do
The
it.
Raiders offense heads on to the field. Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. First and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. And incomplete pass that time.
And he throws it right in the hands of a defensive lineman.
Some of the many hits
Hi,
this
Matt.
quarterback has taken. during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think
Squeeze.
about it. When you have less time
Squeeze.
to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Second down following that incompletion. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Whoa, 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 easy.
Drop back, shotgun formation. They're going to get him here for a sack.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapsed.
Sack
He
dance.
doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Delayed handoff. McFadden looking for a lane. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Defensive
See if they
coordinators
go.
love this
Nope,
situation,
I'm gonna
don't
punt
they?
it.
Third and
Okie
long,
dokie.
they can do just about anything, and it's going to work. And they stop the offense that time.
And now we reach.
Or will they go for it now? Nope, still a punt.
All set to punt here.
You got it, boss. I don't know why I'm running back there.
Hester from the 24. And they tackle him.
Zip, zag, zig, zag.
The Chargers break huddle and start their drive this time from the 34. The Chargers have it at the 34. Will go ground. Back that time. In on the tackle. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Nickel formation here for the defense. The give.
Should turn shoe clock on, because now I just wasted
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's
a
late in the
bunch
third
of
quarter.
time. Ah, I
You
forgot to
still
do it
gotta be
again.
unpredictable.
Getting too trigger
Keep
happy.
the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
Dun, 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 dun. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, and we're waiting. Alright, well,
The Chargers.
here's to first down.
41. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as
This
low
is
as
the
you
part
can,
where we
and
kneel
keep
the
picking up
ball.
those first downs.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Takes the knee.
And that is gate.
And here we have second down.
No.
I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours
Yeah,
with you, but that's
but
just not the
not
case.
the
but
case.
no,
Ah, no, I'm just kidding. Ah, I love you, Jim. Yeah, still a better love story than Twilight. Season pack. Whoop. Don't need that. I've earned a new reward. Him in there. Okay. Well, since still have some time here, might as well go in and play one of these 49ers challenges. Should take me closer to end time. Before I end the stream, I'll probably put together my team for the short pass, long pass, dual style.
Cardinals, Chargers. On EA Sports, we welcome you to Orlando.
I think this will
Florida,
still
for
qualify
today's
as rookie mode. This should be a nice game to end on.
game. For the kick is the dangerous 10. Now in his 8th year.
Ended
in
that
the
sentence a
NFL.
word too early.
Ready to get this one underway.
Now the kicking meter's like a crawl.
Smartly takes it zone. Former
CP!
Heisman Trophy winner out of Southern California, Carson Palmer.
Bit here in Arizona. Carson Palmer with Bruce Arians.
Boogity boogity boo.
This offense was designed for quarterbacks like Palmer who can get the football down.
At the 20. The defense gets a sack.
I'd say too easy, but it already is
Yes,
easy.
they were expecting a speed move. The right tackle are both full.
I didn't
They
use a
get
speed
run over
move.
to
I
give
used
up
a
the sack.
finesse move.
Double tight formation. Dropping back 3. The defense gets another.
Well, the defense has got to be happy with the situation. Anytime early in the game you get an offense at 3rd and long, are looking to make a
Oh,
play.
ESPN
and get things
alerting
rolling
again.
on your side.
Takes it. The gun.
Jesse Rogers praised Joe Madden's moves throughout the series versus John.
Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Come on, block punt. Ugh,
He wants to
it
return
never
this one.
works. It never works.
That brings the play to an end. He emerged as a star for Coach Art Riles at Baylor, went on to win the Heisman, and come into the league as a first-round pick, quarterback Robert Griffin III. The Cardinals defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Secures it with 2 hands. Tackles made.
This time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
The Chargers from the 27 throws the pass. Taken down a yard short of the first.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position
Throwing it
for
short.
2nd down play.
Throwing
call.
it short.
Offense lines up here. 2nd
Whoa.
and short.
Thank you for just standing there for no reason.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Offense lines up here. And the second
I run around in the backfield like an idiot. Oh, he did get in. Oh, I thought they were going to call that out of bounds.
Well, it's 1st and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here. And so the offense, they call a nice play. Very deceptive. They throw the football, and they get the easy touchdown pass.
Oi. Breaking world. Hey, I'm reading that. Rory McIlroy ankle says he will play in the PGA Championship, which starts on Thursday.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. Again, will drop to a knee. So
Well
this
balanced
one-
with the news here.
The Cardinals getting set now for their next series.
It's the news stream.
Now 1st and 10.
Well, sports news at
Going to be
least.
tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
The defense comes out in the dime. 2nd down and 9. And he's forced to the ground.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up
Let's
the first.
see what's going on.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What if
I'd make it 5 times, but he handed the ball off to the running back.
And that's a 3-and-out series
Chicken!
for the offense.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? Glad you had a very happy day. Of course I want to know why you had a very happy day.
He'll have a chance for a return. The tackle is made. The Chargers bring their offense back on the field for their next drive. The Cardinals come out in the nickel. 1st down at the 44. It's Bennett, and they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
You need
Nice!
balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance?
Winning a
To keep the
99
defense
Ultimate
guessing
Legend
what's
Gronk.
coming next.
I would
That
say
play
that's
call on
a
first
that
down
would constitute as having a good day or making a great day.
Of the first down.
2nd down, 3 for the first. It's Gronk in on the stop.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
They've come out in the dime package. The Chargers have it at the 29. It's Bennett.
I haven't had much luck in giveaways myself this year. Of course, I rarely ever do.
First down here after the completion. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Looking across the middle.
Oh, how'd he drop that?
Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 10.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Wow, stuck in there. Yeah, all those Ultimate Legend cards are worth a good deal, but yeah, wow.
Just a nice throw.
Who wouldn't want a 99 Ultimate Legend Gronk?
Beautiful touchdown.
Probably why they ask you. It's a good card.
Be spotted. 20. First down. The snap. An extra tight end on the field for
Well,
this one.
congrats on winning that card. Yeah, that's. I can see why he had a good day.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. That does it for the first half. Cardinals trail in this one. Cardinals getting ready to kick it away. Breaks the tackle. This
Oh,
big
of course the
return
kicker
gets this team
brings
in
me
excellent
down.
field position.
Break the tackles of everyone else, and it's the kicker that gets me.
The Chargers bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Well, I'm sure he can. I remember seeing the stats on it.
From the gun, he'll throw it over the middle.
Oh, this is. Speaking of like crazy, 4th of July, Larry Fitzgerald ain't too bad.
Terrible job by the defense. Like a hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
The Cardinals now have even more work to do to get back into this one. The scores
I was very happy with the
21-0.
I think it's a team captain version, the 93 overall Gronk that I have as my backup now.
That's a touchback.
I was very happy with that card because that card could catch like crazy. I can only imagine what, actually playing with the 99 can do.
The Cardinals getting ready now to start their drive. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Play action. Ball's loose.
What a catch!
By the defense.
Rack that up is a great play.
Player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. They come to the line of scrimmage in an excellent starting point. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation.
Yeah, I think the luckiest I've gotten this year, obviously giveaways haven't been my thing, probably would be,
Now they're in the red zone.
I'd say probably getting the Thanksgiving Deion Sanders.
RG3 from the gun. Completion. San Diego in for the score.
I had tried with a couple of legend packs, didn't have any luck with that, and finally saved up enough and got enough to get the cornucopia pack, and there he was.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
That's probably the luckiest I've gotten all year.
As he takes a knee. It's first down as they head to the line. The defense comes out in the dime. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Looks to his left and looking underneath. This will go in.
Most of these cards have come from collections or either collections or I've bought them off the auction.
Reading the quarterback, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Ellington is in the backfield. The defense gets the sack.
Or they've come from bundle toppers too, where it's expected to get a good card. In terms of just straight luck pulls, probably the Deion Sanders is my best one.
They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down.
Yeah, you sound like me at opening packs, getting like rare silvers from time to time. that sounds like the extent of my luck.
Going to try his luck here. This is a big-time return.
I think the only 24-hour card I ever pulled was Melvin Ingram's 93 overall, and that card wasn't all that great.
He made some good decisions and a good punt return.
Griffin in the shotgun formation.
But yeah, most of my packs are just silver, uncommon silver, gold, bronze, occasionally a rare silver, and maybe a common elite player.
Every first down you get shortens that football game.
The Cardinals with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 31. He's looking to the right here on this throw. He's stacked up at that point.
Which makes me wonder sometimes why I even bother opening packs to begin with. Just saving just save the coins and buy everything on the auction house.
They face first down. Offense lines up here. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. It's Bennett, and that's a gain of 9.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets the completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot
For a
room,
gain
so
of
you gotta
9
really
yards,
put
it
the
sure
ball in
looks
there.
like 8 yards on the screen.
Gets the handle here. And that's good for only a yard or two.
Well, when you get a couple first downs, it just gives you such great confidence.
I
that
think
they
my
never
greatest
relax.
pack pull,
And I always say
I'm
this,
thinking
you're a
all
relaxed
time,
athlete,
was
that's when you play your
probably
best.
last year Madden when I managed to pull one of the golden ticket Randall
2
Cunningham
minutes
cards.
to go before this one's in the books.
That's probably been my greatest pull in the last 5 years of playing.
Offense lines up here. Handoff out of the eye. No stopping them now. That's a touchdown.
Well, just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get
Well, you
the
never
sack,
know, you
and they
know,
give up the running touchdown.
he may feel around 15K, you know, but may not be worth
Cardinals
15K.
have really just been outplayed in every facet of this game.
Yeah, that Loose Nick's the third card is definitely one of the rare ones that goes up there on price.
No return here as
Ah,
he takes the
yeah.
lead in the
So
end zone.
that's a pretty good pull there too.
The Cardinals offense now marches onto the field.
Yeah, I don't get very lucky when it comes to stuff like the golden ticket cards and that.
Sixth time in this game. Throwing now to his left. And it's not
In fact, that Randall Cunningham I think is the only golden ticket card I've ever pulled.
has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Second down.
Yeah, I've seen that because I've gone to buy that Loose Nick's the third card before for collections. I've noticed the 15K on the auction house, about what he usually goes for. Of course, now you can't post anymore, and 2 days you can't buy anymore. They're shutting the
Holding on to the timeout.
auction house down for this Madden.
And it's going to be dropped with a sack, and they're going to be punted after a short series. Palmer
I'm surprised no one has even bought them. I guess everyone's completed that collection at this point.
And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald. Real good field position here to start this series. The Chargers have it at the 24. For about 4.
Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone.
I
Hey,
just
listen,
take
if I
a
was
couple
them, I'd
of
go ahead and try
these
to punch
here.
it in one more time.
Then we'll go build the team for the first
down, bringing up second.
dual style
On this passing
set of
down,
challenges.
defense comes out in the nickel. Takes the knee.
And then wrap things up and take on the dual style first one tomorrow.
Takes the knee.
Oh, is it only for Madden Mobile? I thought they were posting it for everything. I might have misread it. That's always possible. Yeah, because that makes more sense. I just glanced at it really quickly the other day. I didn't look too much into it and see where it was coming from. I don't play Madden Mobile, so I don't pay that much attention to it in the first place in general. There we go. Oh yeah, now I'm seeing. I still follow the Facebook page for some reason. I didn't pay it when I skimmed through my Facebook the other day. I didn't pay attention to the page that posted it. So never mind. Minus. Scratch what I just said. Alright, I want to double check, make sure I've got the, make sure I'm setting up the right dual style. Okay, short pass, long pass. Well, let's go build this team then. Start with the coach. May only have a long pass coach. Oh, nope, there's short pass. Guess it really depends on what I can fill in player-wise. So, you know what? Let's go back to the players. Yeah, Tom Brady with 95 speed sounds like a dangerous combination. Alright, so this is what I usually do when I create a new lineup for specific challenges like this, is that I'll clone my main lineup, because if you do generate, then it messes up everything. Even if you just generate offense. Okay, so short pass, long pass. Start here with the quarterback. I've got to have a dual style short pass, long pass. I do, the 95 Peyton Manning. Okay, well, I guess we'll throw him in there. Put Robert Griffin in the backup spot. Oh yeah, one of the 4th of July coaches, that's true. I do have one. Okay, fullback. I guess this is my best fullback option. Hey, do I have any short pass, long pass running backs? Nope. Alright, so Franco will stay right where he is. Let's check wide receiver wise. Be nice if that top part would update so I can see where I'm at. Oh, that's because I didn't fully change it. There we go. Now I can see a little better. Okay. Just kind of putting my better ones in the backup spots. Sure, I don't have any dual guys here. Nope. Swap centers. Not a lot of dual players here, that's for sure. Definitely may be having to take advantage of the cards they give you from beating the challenges. Wow, I do not have a lot of short pass, long pass players. I've got to have a tight end. Maybe one of the, let's see here. Huh. Yeah, I know the 182 zone defense, it glitches sometimes like that. Cracks me up when I see that. Wow. I don't even have, like, tight end wise. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to dig deep into my wide receiver collection here, because I saw one with short pass, long pass there. There's one. See if I have a second one here. I only have one Cordero Patterson, apparently. Oh, no, here's some more down here. There we go. Digging deep into the depths of my cards. Might have to go see if I can complete some other Rising Star collections. Whoop, whoa. Oh, this is running backs. Think that may be the extent of them. Huh. Apparently show no love to the short pass, long pass. Definitely gonna have to look into that. I guess for now, assuming that short pass is trailing the most, I shall go with the short pass coach. Or go to the auction house and... We'll go with the short pass coach, because I'm realizing I'm running out of time here. There we go. We'll go with that for now. I'll do some clever off-screen figuring out later. But for now, this is the temporary team I'll go into the challenges tomorrow with. Obviously won't keep it that way. A lot of times I'll do this just to get past the overall requirements and then switch the players within the game to get back to my great team. So I'll start the long pass, short pass style tomorrow, but time to wrap things up here. I don't want to extend it too far past 2 hours, because then for some reason when I export the video to YouTube, it decides to split it up after 2 hours, and I end up with one 2-hour video and a 15-minute video. I can't edit it through their software, and I could download it, you know, normally like that, but then it takes, like, literally an entire day with my slow upload speed. So anyway, I'm rambling, I'm wasting my time here. Wasting everyone's time by rambling. So, end of the stream spiel. You can follow me on Twitter at 4moresports if you like to stay updated on things stream related, you know, when I'm streaming, what I'm streaming. is there on my Twitter page. Link is down below, both here on Twitch and on YouTube if you're watching this later. Speaking of YouTube, you can follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/DSADeathAndy589 if you'd like to go back watch prior streams, or if you came in part way through, want to go back and watch the first half. Again, it's the same as my Twitch username here, DSADeathAndy589. Just add the youtube.com/ in front of it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And the last thing, if you'd like to help support the streams, there's two big ways you can do that. You can either help by donating to the stream, which you can find a link down below there on my Twitch page, or you can also help out by sharing the stream around, kind of helping build an audience, gain some general awareness, share it with family, friends, whoever you come across, just random people. Hey, go check this channel out. But of course, you being here as well, watching the stream, is greatly appreciated as well. So any of those options there, I very much appreciate kind of getting the ball rolling and helping to support the stream. Any of those options is greatly appreciated. I think that covers everything. Again, tomorrow I'll be back here in Ultimate Team. We'll take on the short pass, long pass challenges, hopefully get through all 4 of them. And then Wednesday, like I said, will be a start of a So Many Me Let's Play, and then Thursday will be either a continuation of So Many Me or the start of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist playthrough. Again, that depends on what time my rewards credits are put into my... rewards credits are credited, I guess is the best way to put it, into my account, so I get that little bonus, get that little $6 saving, I think is about what I have coming my way. So, now that covers pretty much everything. Yep, I've got everything covered. So, if you tune in tomorrow for the next Ultimate Team stream, or So Many Me, or the rest of the week, or I guess the best way to put it, as I always say, is whenever you decide to tune in next, I'll see you then, and until that point, have a good one.